What's up, guys? How are you? Happy Thursday. Welcome in to another episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk Matt. That is my handle across all socials, at Sports Talk Matt. We're still up for the week. That's the good news. The bad news is back-to-back losing nights. We go 1-2 again. The Rays money line was the play of the day, so we got that right. We're now 17-7-1 in the month of June for our play of the day. But the Cubs and the Cardinals, 8-0. Really, St. Louis. Not a single run you can score. We get one run there, we're good. Seattle and Minnesota was the worst bet of the day. That was a 2-0 win for the Twins, so nowhere near getting close to that. But 1-2 day, down 1.25 units. So since we went 3-0 on Monday, up, but slightly better than being down as we head towards a Thursday. So today, for the fourth consecutive day, we must bet baseball. Can we get to the weekend, please? But here we are with 3 games. I'm not betting totals. So I'm going to try my hand. The only bet I got right yesterday was a money line. So I'm going to try my hand on 3 money line plays for us here today. Let's see how it goes. I normally don't do this, but it's Thursday. There's a very small Major League Baseball slate, and there's nothing else to bet on. Like, nothing else to bet on. So, got to get to the weekend, get to Saturday and Sunday and other things to bet on. But right now, all we have is Major League Baseball to play. So, 3 money line plays coming at you momentarily. But first, a reminder about the offer that we have going on right now for BettingPros Premium, which is a 7-day free trial. If you guys would like to go and check out BettingPros Premium, say you want to use the prop bet cheat sheet and prop bet analyzer, you can do so for free at its full capability with the code JUICE. Just download the BettingPros app, use the code JUICE to get a 7-day free trial for BettingPros Premium. Also, remember the offer that we have available for No Vig. Now, if you haven't checked out No Vig yet, not a bad time to go and do it. It's illegal in most states. It's peer-to-peer, which means you're competing against other users, not the house. Sometimes better lines. Sometimes you can set your own lines. No commissions and no hidden fees. Use the coin deposit system that they have, which is real money. You can use the code DAILYJUICE to get 50% off your first coin purchase, up to $25. Check it out now at bettingpros.com/juice. That's bettingpros.com/juice for No Vig. Okay, let's talk about the Rays, and let's start where we were yesterday. It was the bet that we got right yesterday. I'm going to go right back to it here with Tampa. Why? Because the Royals can't score. Can't score. Their offense at home is so bad. 1 run in 2 games so far for the Royals. 1 run, 2 games. They're back to their old tricks where they simply cannot score any runs. They're 19-21 at home, and they've lost 4 consecutive games. Now, not all at home, but 4 straight games after winning 4 in a row against the Rangers and the Padres. They lost, remember, that ridiculous losing streak where they're just getting destroyed. They're 38-42, but the problem with them is their offense. So during this losing streak, 1-2-1-0 runs scored. I mean, they just can't get any offense generated. Shane Baz going today for the Rays. He's one of their better pitchers. On the road, he's better than at home. On the road, he has a 3.57 ERA, a 2-1 record, 234 opposing batting average, is 14 earned runs given up, and 35 1/3 innings worth of work. The team, with Baz starting, the team has won 6 consecutive games in which he has started, and they've won 7 of 8. Let's make it 8 of 9 here. I don't think that we got to worry too much about the offense for the Royals. Michael Lorenzen's going on the other side. He's not bad. He's got a 3.30 ERA at home, a 2-2 record. Games started. He has won 3 of the last. The team has won 3 of the last 4 games in which he has started. But he's had some rough starts. I mean, mostly on the road, where he gave up 2 to San Diego, 2 to the White Sox, and 7 to the Cardinals, but those games were 10-7, 7-5, and 6-5 wins. That's when the offense was working for the Royals. It's not right now. It's more like their last home game that he pitched in against the A's, a 4-0 loss. 6 innings, 3 earned runs. It wasn't Michael Lorenzen's fault. The offense did nothing. Just don't think the offense is going to do anything here today. I'm going to take the money line. Let's go ahead and close out the sweep here, and let's even it up. The Royals swept the Rays in Tampa. Now the Rays will sweep the Royals in Kansas City here today. 18-12 record on the road for Tampa. Let's just take the money line here. It is a slight -120, nothing too expensive for the money line. Rays money line at -120 for 1.2 units. Bet number 2, and there's kind of a theme here if you guys haven't noticed. I'm betting games that we've been betting all week just because I've been watching these games and getting a pretty good feel of it. Shota Imanaga is back on the mound here for the Cubs. That isn't always a good thing. When a guy comes back, he has not pitched for the Cubs since the 4th of May. I tend to fade guys making their first start coming back and making their first start on the road against their arch rivals in a lineup that's been pretty hot before last night when they were shut out. On top of the fact they were shut out, I expect the hitting shoes to be brought here by the Cardinals up against the Cubs. And Imanaga, while he is one of their best pitchers, and he's been great on the road with a 1.19 ERA, a 2-1 record, opposing batting average of 202, only 3 earned runs given up in 22 2/3 innings worth of work. That was all before the injury for Imanaga. What does he look like coming up here today? What will he look like making the start here today? He's had a bad hamstring that's kept him on the IL. Let's see what he looks like today and what that bullpen looks like, how quickly the Cubs bullpen has to come into the game. It's Palente going for the Cardinals. He is okay, 4.34 ERA at home. 3-1 record, 245 opposing batting average, 18 earned in 37 1/3 innings worth of work. But the good news is the team has won the last 2 games in which he has started. 1 at home, 1 on the road, 8-5 win on the road at Milwaukee, 6-1 win at home against Cincinnati. In his last start, he went 6 innings, 0 earned runs. Let's get that again out of this guy. Let's get a good 6 innings, no earned runs here. After getting blanked yesterday, I like the Cardinals to bounce back, and the Cardinals are at home, and we get plus money on this. I got a home dog for the Cardinals, who are 26-16 at home, and the Cubs are 22-18 on the road, and, well, they have lost the 2 of the 3 games that we've played so far here during this series, and they won yesterday, but a chance to bounce back here with a guy making his first start in over a month and a half. For Imanaga, give me the Cardinals at home. Cardinals plus money. St. Louis plus 122 for 1 unit. And speaking of being shut out, I do like betting on teams the next day after they get shut out. I think that they bounce back and they get angry because they didn't score any runs and they get yelled at by their manager and they go and work extra in the cage and they just are more focused the next day when they get shut out like that. I mean, no major league roster likes to get shut out. So 2-0 for the Twins, a shutout win for Minnesota yesterday in somewhat surprising fashion for Seattle because Cal Raleigh didn't do anything. Hasn't done anything for a couple of games now after being red hot. But we have Woods Richardson on the mound against Hancock, and I understand why the Twins are favored. I mean, they're 21-17 at home, and Woods Richardson's been pretty good at home. I mean, he's been a good pitcher actually at home. ERA is not great, 4.56 with a 2-2 record, but 13 earned runs in 25 2/3 innings worth of work. The one interesting thing about him is that the team has lost 3 consecutive games in which he has started. Now, this was in the swoon of June here for the Twins, 9-0, 2-1, 16-4. In the home starts, Milwaukee 9-0, last home start. Texas, the start before that, 16-4. He gave up 6 earned runs in 4 2/3 innings worth of work. So overall, he's been okay, but recently he's been bad at home. On the other side, Emerson Hancock is why the team is a dog. 5.15 ERA on the road, a 2-1 record, opposing batting average of 287. Yikes. 21 earned runs in 36 and 2/3 innings worth of work. And the team has lost. This is not a good thing for the bet. The team has lost 4 of the last 5 games in which Emerson Hancock has started. 10-7, 6-0, 8-4, 3-2, 9-3. I don't hate an overplay in this game. Okay, if you don't want to bet money line and you want to bet over, I don't mind it. It's 8.5. Now, unfortunately, this game, it was over, under. Do we go back to being on the over side of things? Maybe. I bet the over yesterday. It didn't hit. I don't like making the same bet twice. It's a 1 o'clock Eastern time start, 12:10 Central time start in Minneapolis. This game will be on the MLB network, by the way, for this, and you get to see Cal Raleigh play on national TV again. I'm just going to take the Mariners to bounce back after being shut out to win the game, okay? We know the Twins haven't been good. They've been rough. 3 straight losses in the game started by Woods Richardson. I know Hancock is right there with them, but I'm going to take the offense for Seattle to hit the baseball here today and to drive in a bunch of runs and probably a high-scoring game. Most likely over 8.5 is a good play, but I'll take Mariners on the money line at plus 104 for 1 unit to win here and take 3 games out of 4 at Seattle. At Minnesota, rather. The Mariners currently leading the season series 4-2. All right, so 3 plays for us here on a Thursday. The Rays on the money line at minus 120. Go ahead and get a sweep out of them against Kansas City on the road. St. Louis on the money line at plus 122 at home against the Cubs in Imanaga. And Seattle plus 104 on the money line on the road for 1 unit. Seattle on the road up against the Minnesota Twins. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all my socials at Sports Talk Matt every morning, wherever you guys get your podcasts. It is the Daily Juice.